Welcome to another episode of Photo Lovers Podcast with your host, Ty Hampton. We are recording today in American Coppers. And today we have a special guest. We have Miss Abby Rose in the building. She came all the way from Staten Island. She just has a book out right now called Confessions of an Extrovert. And I'm very excited. I mean, there's so many pieces in her book that inspired me. There's just so many things that we have in common, just being two girls from Staten Island and pushing forth. So, Abby, first of all, how are you?
Coming in a fucking pandemic.
I know. Isn't that crazy? We're still in a pandemic?
I would just say surviving.
Right.
There's a lot going on. But overall, I pray a lot. So
yes.
I try to be blessed.
Yes.
Every day I'm up breathing is like another day for opportunity. So
absolutely.
I feel like with that, I'm pretty okay.
Yeah.
I recently did stop working at the hospital because of the mandate. So I'm going through like a big change in my life.
Wow.
Whole transition. You know, I have a son. And but I just told myself, I feel like this is like the perfect opportunity for me to get it. Like, there was just something in me working at the hospital. I'm like, I just feel like not that it's holding me back because we do have to make a living, but I feel like if I'm gonna make my dream pop, if I'm gonna make this work, the time is now. I can finish school, finish my degree, and just focus on my brand. So
yes,
overall, I'm okay.
I love that. When you do something, you're never gonna lose. It may be a little rough in the beginning, and because it's something new now that you're starting and you're used to this, your comfortability, all the stuff, but you're never gonna lose. And you're only gonna be stuck in a situation for so long and especially when it's on your spirit. I'm very much so in tune with these loud voices inside. It's wake up, go to the gym, whatever it may be, right? The simple things. But it's those are voices that's telling you to get your shit together.
Pretty much.
Intuition. And as a woman, we have full intuition. Our intuition is skyrocket, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just you have to listen to that inner you voice, which is also an acronym for TIY, Ty. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so all right, let's just get right into actually Confessions of an Extrovert. All right, first of all, you also have Abby's best friend here too. I only have 2 mics, so that's the only reason why she's not here, but she's here. And she actually helped Abby with the book as well. She edited the book with her. So talk to me a little bit about Confessions of an Extrovert. I mean, I was so proud of you when I seen it out. No, for real, because it's just we always talk about doing things as people, as individuals, right? We always talk about it, but then actually just physically seeing a book.
It still scares me seeing it.
You know what I'm saying? How wonderful is this? I'm yo, I gotta get this book. Because it's just you did it. You literally did it.
It wasn't even a bad journey. I think even with that, I've been going through with so many changes. Many people don't know, I was married, I filed for divorce.
Wow.
Confessions of an Extrovert, I feel like the meaning of that book is when people look at an extroverted person, everything's kind of on the surface. It's the outgoing, the fun ones. But I feel like there's another side. I never really expressed my creative side. I actually got more from my best friend Jenny because she's a Virgo. So she's very intuition and, feelings. And I'm just I'm like, la-di-da.
Right.
We just live like that as it is. So I feel like just during the pandemic, like I said, I was working in a hospital. So, COVID was real. I'm a clerk, paper pusher.
Yeah.
We counting dead
numbers.
bodies.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Being transferred to different parts of the hospital that we never worked in. So let's be real. During the pandemic, where was everybody at? The liquor store. At the liquor store trying to, just deal with everything going on. And I feel like for me, I partied my whole life. So I just was in a space where I just didn't want to tune everything out. I just needed a different outlet. I have dabbled and dabbled in writing about 2 years ago, 2 poems, but during this, I was around different people that were considered a creative, and I was just really inspired by just certain things. So I pretty much just started writing about things. Now the book is, everything's little names, nothing like that.
Right.
But for the most part, it is inspired by real emotion. So I guess it just started off as far as stuff I was feeling, stuff that I never had the time to think about. Because I feel like COVID slowed everything down.
Yes.
Let's be real, we're from New York.
Yes.
Everything's so fast paced. We don't have time to think. We don't have time to feel.
Yes.
So I feel like as far as with that, this was slowing my whole world down. Where I just, in my phone, look at my phone, just write everything down. I write poems, I send it to Jenny, I send it to
oh my goodness.
And, just pretty much opening up this creative side that I never knew was there. So pretty much that's how my baby was born. And I had a goal. I told myself, I was even said it to my coworkers. I'm like, I write 70 poems, I'll write a book. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
yeah, so that's
really?
how I started. I was like, if I write 70 poems, I'll make a book. Now, 70 poems for somebody, like, I always read books as a kid.
Right.
But as far as like writing like that and
right.
poetry, this is something brand new.
Right.
I'm only like a good 2 years in. So I started writing this 2019.
Wow.
This isn't something that like, 2019 I started writing. And I said, all right, if I make 70 poems, I'll write a book. I'm like, who knows if I make 70? But me knowing myself, since I try to like strive and hit a goal, I hit that 70. I'm like, fuck, time to write this book now. I gotta kind of, I set my goal. And then from there, like, I just started the editing. I did my research. I don't know if you know Sarah Palleg now, but Sarah Beth from Port Richmond, she actually helped me design the cover.
Really?
And I just started doing like, my research, and pretty much I told myself like, this first book is for me.
Right.
This first book is for me. I put my heart, I put everything. Like I said, even though there's no real names, there's real experience that I have felt, and I pretty much, not switch around a word, but pretty much put it all into that.
Right.
So a lot of stuff like intuition, and Confession of an Extrovert. Many people don't know, because some people read poetry different, which they can with this book, but you're supposed to read from beginning to end, because it's supposed to show the transition from a broken person to being renewed.
Yes.
Which is why Broken is the first poem, and the last poem is Tears of Reflection.
Right.
So, yeah, girl.
No, you don't understand. So, like, all right, so when I was reading this book, I'm trying to think, what month was it? I always affiliate my timeline with what kind of hair I have on. So I think I was
like,
you know what I'm saying? Because then I can remember.
Oh, pictures.
So I know I posted it, and I think I did it. So I think I was reading this book around like probably in the summertime, probably in the summer, because I had blonde hair. Oh my goodness, this is me and my lover. Oh my goodness.
Everyone kept saying that.
Oh my goodness. I literally, first of all, let me see, which one, let me see. Because I have a few in here that I'm just like
I
really.
always tell people to mark the ones that they like.
Forbidden? No.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I do it.
Oh, forbidden.
I literally took a photo of this and sent it to him because I was like, because my relationship is, and yes, and so I was just like, this is it. This is who we are. And then of course you have the one that my favorite one, For the Lovers. Where is that one?
Really? Many people didn't even mention that.
Well, I like For the Lovers because that's my brand. And I just felt like it was just, I was just like, yeah, girl, this is okay, yeah, For the Lovers. And I was just like, so one thing that me and my lover made a promise to was for me to finish my book. And so like, I'm supposed to finish it this year. But it's like, I feel like with entrepreneurs and creative people, we always have so many things going on. Yes. And it's very hard, especially me. I'm a Scorpio and a Sag. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm very crazy. So like, like I start,
a Scorpio.
Okay, and I feel like I always start one thing and then I don't finish the next thing, and it's like, just do it. So when you said, you did 70 poems, I'm sitting here, you don't understand the inspiration that I'm having because I wrote a whole poem book, like a book like this, in 2018, and then I did a second one in 2019, and then I just started transcribing all of them, just typing them all up on Google Documents, like. So I was like, well, I don't know where to start. I don't know all this stuff I'm just saying. And so I'm just like, let's just type it. You're not gonna give someone the actual book. Like, at least type it up and then get an editor and then literally just do the steps, build it up. So I'm just like, wow. And then I don't know. Like, I think also your verbiage, the adjectives they use, your style of writing rather, is very comparable. And I was just like. I was really sitting on my couch reading this like, I'm in love. Like, I love it so much because I feel like, especially for Black women, we don't really express ourselves in a sense when it comes to relationships.
We're not allowed to.
We're not allowed to.
Or uncomfortable.
Yeah, we're never in a safe space to actually say how we feel because we always have to hold it down.
So true.
And it frustrates me a lot because, like, they wonder, well, why she got that resting bitch face? No, I'm holding shit in because if I let it go, you're not going to be able to handle it. And I'm fucking fucked up right now, okay? like
internally having a mental breakdown, you don't fucking know it.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. And it's like, I feel like as Black women, we're never allowed to be soft. Yeah. And for this, when I was reading it, I'm like, you got the rolls hanging over. And it's just like, softness. I'm allowed to be broken. I'm allowed to go through these different emotions and be I'm a flower.
So I'm very emotional. my mother always used it since I was a kid. And it's so crazy how you mentioned a verb, because I feel like another person read it, and he's also a reader, and he said, he mentioned something about, like, you could tell, not that I'm younger, but I'm from New York, so we speak a certain way.
Exactly.
So even certain poems I put, like, blunt to something. I forgot what train of thought.
It's fine.
I want it to be very raw. That's
right.
what I'm going for.
Yes.
That's why everything, it's cursy in there, not a lot, but I wanted it to be like, if I'm gonna do this, they're gonna get the real me. I want raw, so there's no holding back, even from the intimate maiden season.
Right.
I'm very descriptive because I'm really trying to get you to paint a picture. I'm really trying to get you to vibe with me, to connect.
Yes.
Now I know some people may not be into poetry or get everything, but I want them words to hit. So that was the point. So the fact that you said that, like,
yes,
I just wanted to.
No, I got it. I definitely. I'm telling you, I remember this one Saturday. It was a Saturday in the summer. It had to be like a rainy Saturday, and I was it was, and I was reading the book. Yep, because I remember because me and my lover had 2 events going on.
I love how you say lover. I love that. No one says that. Like, I love that.
He is my lover, but it's just complicated. But it's a lot going on there. But so I remember I was reading this book, and I remember I was on the couch. I came home, it was a Sunday night, and that's when I think I finished the book. And I was just like, yo, this is it. Like, I was just I just loved reading it. Also, I'm an avid reader, so I always like to read a new book once a month. And I flew through this book. Like, it was a good read, but it stayed on your palate. It made you think about stuff. It made you want to, like, explore different, revenues and, like, make it work in a sense, right? And, For the Lovers podcast is all about sex, black culture, and relationships. Black culture is here in the book. But when it comes to relationships, and especially in 2021, even though it's almost over, I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know. So you've been married, you've been divorced, you have a child. You put a lot of you in this book, Confessions of an Extrovert. And how, like, what was your mindset at when you felt like you needed to, like, just be very vulnerable with the public? Because relationships aren't easy to be public with.
You know what's crazy? I think that's one of the first things I said to Jenny. I was like, everyone's like so happy about the book, but I feel so vulnerable. I'm about to. I feel so vulnerable right now. Like, I am happy. I accomplished something, but this is like practically my life. This is, even if it's not 100% authentic or real, it's off of real emotion. So I feel like off of that, I just kept feeling so vulnerable. I had to tell myself, thank God. I said, this is why you have to have real people in your corner. And
yes.
I've been through a lot with friendships growing up, and I feel like right now in my life, I'm finally at a place where I have the perfect people in my corner.
Yes.
Like, people that want to see you win. Like, even Abby Rose, which I copyrighted, this girl right here, like, there was so much stuff going on. She was like, if you really want it, then pretty much go for that name. So if you don't have somebody in your corner that genuinely wants you to win, it's like, I can open up. Like, I think overall with this book, like you said, I wrote 70 poems, I made a book. For me, it was more about taking accountability. All right, you got the editor, you got this. Accountability, showing up for yourself. We go so hard for people all the time. Show up for your fucking self.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as putting all that in, I don't know. I'm just a very emotional person. So I was like, any poem that I write, that's my thing. With my writing process, I had to say it comes from within. I know as a creative or even trying to create things, sometimes it's like, oh, like I need this amount of poems. I didn't want to do that. So every poem in that book, the reason why it hits is because it came from within. And I said, I'm going to give each one my all. I'm not just going to write something because I want to make it sound right.
Exactly.
It's coming from somewhere.
Right.
So that's why I feel like people could connect, or why it's so deep, because it's hitting from inside of me. So I guess that's probably why.
I love that, to be honest. And especially that, like, I don't know, I felt like when I was transcribing my poems, right, I'm going back to where I was mentally when I wrote it.
Oh, that's what fucks you up. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
And shit.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And like, I'm thinking about, of course, my love. A lot of my poems started before I met him, because we got together in 2019.
Okay.
So a lot of it started before him, but then a lot of it, as I go, I have like a whole thing on my phone and a notebook, and I'm like, yo, because it's almost like toxicity really, creates this, like, I don't know, this inspiration to want to express yourself in a way, right? We think about favorite music artists. We can take Mary J. Blige, for example, right? When I watched her documentary,
I see that too. I was like, wow.
And it's like your best work comes from when you're in your most darkest places.
I kind of hate that.
Which is so fucked up.
Yes. That we're inspired by other people's pain. That we love other people's pain. We love Mary J. Blige, but she was fucked up.
Fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost sick.
It's sick. It's like, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's almost sick.
But then I'm like, I think that it's almost like a blanket for us, for the public, right? In the sense, like, because, all right, boom, you got Mary J. Blige. She's opening up. She's saying that how she's, you know, going all this stuff, and she got the 401, all these albums that came out from being in her prior relationship. But then it's like, for us, it's like, wow, I didn't know she was going through all these things at this time. It's okay for me to feel these emotions and things. So I think that's how I try to flip everything to like a positive thing. And so when people, you know, express their darkest, I'm like, wow, like you think people, even with me, I think people never can see me down, right? Like people always, you know what I'm saying? They always expect you to be like a light for everybody else.
Extrovert.
So, and then it's like when your light is not shining, who's gonna, like, you know, brighten it for you and all these things. So I'm always considering that. And so when people share that, I don't like when people share their dark times, celebrities, friends, I always take that like, wow, like, and then I like do a prayer as well. Like I just send them back good vibes because you need that. You need that recharge. I don't want to suck all the things that you have out of you. But I also just was like, damn, thank you for sharing that because that actually helped me. That was like a Band-Aid for me or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to relationships, let's get into that. How do you feel like this pandemic has either helped, ruined, like, because I feel like relationships are at a state of emergency. I keep saying this over and over and over.
It's actually so funny how you ask that because I just feel like we were just having a conversation. I said, bro, I'm a single woman. Why? I don't know if I tried crazy. And my thing is, people in relationships are ready to risk it all. Like, those are the motherfuckers that I'm doing. Like, and I can't understand that. It's almost like cheating is becoming normalized.
Ooh, that's crazy, right?
Because we get to some points, like, you try to, you know, keep your word and stick to your guns. But I feel like sometimes, like, damn, I got needs too. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's almost like you almost kind of lose hope until you meet that one person and it's kind of like, okay, maybe, but it's scary in these streets.
It's scary in these streets.
It is, it's scary, and it's so hard to keep holding on because, like I said, cheating is so normalized. Like, you know, people just being in a hopeful relationship with social media and linking up with you, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that social media, you know, I don't want to be like this grandma person, but like, I feel like social media has definitely ruined a lot of things. Because people are very into the ideas of other people and like creating this image that's not true. And I'm like, but it's just so weird because like y'all don't even have to post nothing though. Like you don't even have to post your relationship. Like no one would know that I'm in a relationship. No one. Yeah. Like you would not know. Like you know what I'm saying? And I was like, why are people? I feel like. I don't know. It's just very weird. I feel like people are doing a keep up with the Joneses type of thing.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with cheating, like I've been having this conversation a lot lately. And I think because also I'm dating someone who comes from a culture where they can have multiple wives. So I am American.
Hold the fuck up.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Christian as well. So it's like, that's not part of my culture at all. But I really love this person, right? But I'm like, I cannot imagine literally me sleeping with you and you sleeping with someone else. Like I can't. I don't feel comfortable.
Just giving a little traction. Just giving.
I can't. You know, and it's like, you know, and I talk about it all the time because I feel like now that I'm like 30, I feel like I attract I attract a lot of foreign men, a lot of foreign men, and and it's cool. Like I'm always down for whoever, whatever. But it's always the multiple wives. And I'm just like, they can do it because they have the money to, right?
Right.
So, and again, that's part of culture. And for me, even reading the Bible, obviously that's already, men can have multiple wives because they don't have to go to the same shit that women do. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's more like Akon, for example. Akon's a great example. Akon, I forgot how many wives he has, but he has a lot, right? And he has a lot of wives, and they live in Atlanta. Yeah, he has a lot of wives, and he said he's gonna keep getting wives because he got money. Like he take care of all of them, and that doesn't bother me. It's what if your wife, your third wife, is stepping out with Bobby Joe, and then she come back to you. Now she got give you something. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm not too hung up on the fact that okay, he got me and her, because if I'm being really taken care of, I can have my boyfriend. I'm not pressed. I like, and I've grown to be this woman that I like my space. I like my life the way I like my life. So it's like I'm actually okay with that, but I'm not okay with the idea that other wives can step out and then
something come back to me.
Yeah. So that's what it always comes down to, and that's how a lot of diseases do fucking spread in these fucking places because of shit like that.
Let me tell you, I'm 29 years old, never have to this day, and I don't want to call the God because, like I said, it is scary in the streets, and people, I don't know why we so quick to cover our lives like that. That's a scary thing for me.
That's so scary.
Like, why are we so quick to even give somebody else that control to even control our whole state? That's more about what it is to me, but yeah, it's enough for me.
And do you think that premarital relationships can exist? Because this has been a topic as well. Do you know who Kevin Samuel is?
Kevin Samuel. Why does that sound familiar?
I never watched any of his stuff because I'm not really into what he has to say from what my friends say. Mm-hmm. But he does a lot of he does like a relationship podcast as well. And recently there was a woman on there. I don't know how she was like old, I guess like 40s. And she's like, I'm single now. She's single, but she's check off everything: good looking, good body, money, all the stuff. But she's waiting for marriage to have sex.
Okay.
And he was like, that's the problem right there. You're not a virgin. You should.
I think I heard about him. Like, he goes off on people?
He goes off on people, yeah. And it's like, he's not even that attractive either for him to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And he keep coming up. So now I might be attacking him low key because, it's just men, and he's black as well. And it's like, from what I'm hearing from my friends, at least, I'll do my own research on him soon. But it's like he's not here for the culture or for the community or for us black women. Instead, he likes to tear a lot of us down. And I'm not gonna say that's literally what he's doing because I haven't watched it myself to get my own perception. Right. But and I'm also very I'm unbiased in the sense. I'm like, well, he's just saying the facts. Like, he's not really saying nothing crazy. Yeah. Like for example, women today want a man that can bring stuff to the table, okay. Which is, of course, but at the same time, it's like, baby girl, you working at, and I'm not saying this to attack anyone, but it's like, you don't have anything else to bring to the table either. Nowadays, unfortunately, because of times that we live in, men don't want just pussy. Like, they don't
anymore. The narrative's starting to change. I do agree with that.
They don't want just the sex. Like, what else can you bring? Can you help
somebody that's gonna get it with them?
Can you, and do you know how to make money? Do you know, this is the whole, what are your qualities? And it's not as simple as it was back in the day either, where, men, when that was okay, when you just had to be a woman, you don't have to do anything. Now it's like, you gotta be a little bit extra and more. So it gets weird, right? It gets weird to me when I talk to other guys, like my age and stuff like that are dating. I'm like, I don't know what's going on outside. I don't know what's going on out there. Like, I'm just like, it's just weird. It's a really weird time.
It's just scary for my options for dating to be either somebody else's man. It's not, I'm a beautiful woman. It's not
right.
But like you said, everyone has a certain lifestyle. I have a son. I don't want different people in and out of my life. You know what I'm saying? Not that my son sees anybody, but just even having certain access. I'm trying to build my brain now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's just very scary, and I have to believe that there is more to somebody else's man, or even just toxic men, because toxic is not cute for me.
Toxic is not cute.
It's not cute. I'm actually scared of crazy. Leave your crazy ass over there. I don't want no parts of that.
You mentioned something earlier about the kind of men that you attract, and I thought a long time about that for me. And also you mentioned accountability. I thought a long time about those two things because I felt like I was attracting a lot of fuckboys. And so I was like, why do I keep attracting fuckboys? Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, just weirdos. Like, what the fuck? Like, homeless men. But, obviously you don't know homeless. But there was one guy, I remember, it was a quick dating. It was a month. And he was homeless. And his idea, see, God be knowing. God always provides grace. Because he ended up being one of my street dudes' cousins. Okay. And what ended up happening was, he was like, yo, Ty. He was like, you talking to my cousin? I was like, who was your cousin? And he told me, I was like, wow, I did not know that was your cousin. He was like, Ty, don't talk to him. He literally, and that's his blood telling me not to talk to you. But he was like, Ty, this guy's a pathological liar. Wow. He's a womanizer. He has 14 kids. He doesn't have nowhere, all this stuff came out. And I was just like, this is so funny.
I had a guy tell me that He lived on the other side of the island. Meanwhile, he lived with the black community. So every time he get, yo, I'm telling you.
But see,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, why is that? Okay, so from that last one, because that was before the pandemic. That was in 2019. I was really like, nah. Okay, let me sit down and really analyze myself because we are what we attract, right? And at the same time, it may sound like not nice, but it's the reality. So I was like, why am I keep attracting these weirdos? What's going on? Am I playing? Am I really serious? Like, what's happening?
I think I'm too nice.
Yeah, that part too. And I'm always giving everyone a chance, right? I'm always giving everyone a chance.
You said that benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt, right? And it's like, nah, you saw the red flag from the number one.
Yes.
That's it. It's a dub. You don't have to see.
We tried to think of like reasons, like, oh, yeah, this, but maybe nothing. Stop it. Drop it right there and then. Like, I feel like that's my problem. Like, we just had this conversation yesterday. We just had this conversation yesterday. I'm like, you know, she's like, sometimes maybe benefit is not a good thing for you. Like, I don't want to be a stuck-up girl. I want to, you know, hey, maybe he does have good quality. Maybe he's not tall enough. Maybe he's a little short. But at the same time, maybe I can learn something. I'm very big on that, too. Mm-hmm. It's not always like you have to be in a deep end with somebody in this long term. I like to get vibes of network, connection.
Yes.
You know, I think for me, too, I'm very attracted to smart men.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I'm very attracted to intellectual men, but a lot of intellectual men lack emotion.
Yeah.
And I'm emotional as fuck.
Yeah.
So sometimes that really don't mix. So I'm, like you said, you have to analyze stuff. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Like, I know I look for attractive men, but sometimes I double down. But no, now it's like, I feel like since the way the world is the way it is, like, it's like, damn, everybody's shitting like fuck it. Like, I'm having to end up with somebody.
But that's
like,
so
I don't
scary.
want that.
Listen, that's scary. Why is everybody cheating? Like, what is this trend? I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe people are telling them I can't be one woman, I can't be one man. That's what I'm starting to think. Like,
so is it okay if this society just allows, like, maybe go into an open relationship, maybe
I think that's
try poly or something? Yeah, because I think if you're transparent and you're communicating, like, listen, I do have a girlfriend, I do have a boyfriend, but I am allowed to date or whatever. Or, I don't say allow, but like I do date. Okay, you told me what it is. But it's the secrets, and then the finding out, and then then your partner. Does your partner know you outside?
Honestly, I think a lot of people want to be in poly relationships, and they need to start like analyzing themselves, because there are some men who have a problem. Like, I know people that have been in relationships for years, but they always got somebody on the side. Like,
so crazy.
I had someone tell me, oh yeah, I'm with her, but what we do, I'm only talking to you. Huh?
I don't understand.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Like, how does that work? Like, you have a whole person you're in a relationship with. Like, oh yeah, but I'm just talking to you. No.
What does that mean?
It's to have with somebody, but I'm only talking to you. That's what I'm trying to, like.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to understand like how that even works. Like, it's crazy. It's really scary in these streets. But I tell myself too, like, I don't want to be a whole girl summer. Like, I just want to be in a relationship. I just want to love. Like, I need to stick to that. I need to stick to that and stand my guns. And when God grants me that, by the grace of God, like, that'll come my way. But I'm not trying to be, you know, a whole girl summer, even do the most. Like,
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to try to yeah.
And I need to accept that. That's who I am. That's who I need to stick to. I shouldn't have to change, you know, who I am to adapt, because naturally I do adapt to things. But I'm like, when it comes to this, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I don't want to date multiple people. So I need to stick to that.
And I agree. I think that what you want, you should want that. Like, you shouldn't have to conform to societal norms because it doesn't work with you now.
It gets
like,
lonely sometimes.
It does, girl.
And I think that's where we cave in, because we get lonely. We have needs, and honey, I love my vibrator, baby.
No, let me tell you something.
Mama needs a real thing, honey. That's just a go. You know what I'm saying?
I do. And so before I met my lover, I was vibrational. I was a vibrational girl. Like, give me my bullet, I'm good to go. Because I can't exchange energy with men that I'm just not feeling.
I'm starting to learn it now. I was my best friend. I was never into that energy and stuff.
Yo, I really, so I remember, okay, so it kind of started when I moved here, because when I moved, this is from mom's house to here. So.
Hold on. Because if y'all see me from there right now, yes, inspiration.
It's funny because so now I'm like, oh, I can actually bring the guy over, you know, like let me, you know, but I never was that kind of person anyway. But I was like, let me just test the waters, let me see, and I tested the waters, and I remember like it was like a period of time I was like having sex, right? It was like beginning of probably 2019. Yeah, it was beginning of 2019. It was winter time, and I was like, one person made me feel great. Okay. He's my friend. but he made me feel great. I was like, oh, let me open up a IRA account today. He was so good. And then there was another guy. He wasn't my friend though. He was the guy that I was like dating and around that time, and like he wasn't like bad energy in front of you, but for some reason when we had sex, his whole like, I felt so crazy after, and I've never felt like that before.
Say energy pours into you.
I feel like that. No, I feel like that. I feel like, so my whole theory is like when we have sex, first of all, we're one. So this is why you, like, let's say you can't have sex with everybody, but like just understand that you're one. This is the only time you are one with someone is when you're having sex, because y'all literally are together, okay? Wow. Then, and y'all create, and what, you know, sex is obviously what, to create lives. So that's why we're one. So I'm mad deep with it. So that's what I feel, right? And then I feel like when men enter a woman, he's literally pouring himself into her, literally, right? Literally. And then with women, we attach ourselves to them.
About that.
So there's that kind of exchange there. So whatever's going on, and mind you, in the front we could be good, all the stuff, you know. But when it comes down to that, I feel like we are the most releasing all of our energies. So you have to be very careful. Like, there's people who don't believe this, and that's fine. But I believe this, and I can't open my legs to this anybody because of those things. Yeah. So I was with this guy, whatever. He's a little bit older than me, and like I said, for a friend, he was good money. And then I remember I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I wanted to kill him. I literally felt so deranged. I felt so crazy. I've never felt like that before. And I was like, why? And I remember just seeing his body on top of me. I was like, ew, get on.
If the connection's not there, that's why it's hard for me to, like, because I need to be connected to somebody to have sex. When it's not, it's awkward, it's weird, and it's like, yeah. It's so funny how you mentioned that, because I just recently read, they said that when you haven't got a feeling for a long time, and that person that you finally do something with, like, you kind of don't attach that feeling to them. That's a good one. That's a great one.
I
just heard that somewhere. Like, don't associate that feeling with that person. Right. Because when you see them, that's what you're gonna feel. Yeah. And it's not. That's cool.
And it's not. And I saw him afterwards. Like, I did see this person after that incident or whatever. And I was like, all right, you know, okay, cool, like, you know, but I don't think we ever had sex again after that, because I think I had my period, and I think it just never happened. But we did date, we did like cuddle and stuff. I was like, nah, but he had a lot of stuff going on in his life. He actually did. He actually did have a lot of stuff going on in his life, and it was just so interesting. And how I could feel that. So like, whatever. And then like after, and so now like that I've been with one person for like 2 years. It's very interesting dynamic. Like it's very interesting. But it's a very interesting dynamic, because I feel like I finally met my match. Okay. Throughout, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, to be honest. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. But I feel like I literally met my match now, and like, whoa, I don't really know if I like it. Like, it's a lot of reflection. It's a lot of myself in the guy. Mm-hmm. A lot of myself in the guy. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like I hope that as the years go on, because like I said, we about to be in 2022.
Well, we about to hit 36, so we about to enter into a whole new chapter.
What are you expecting for 30? Because I'm gonna be 31, and I can tell you, it is awesome. 30 is awesome.
In my life, according to the conversations that I have, like I said, I fucking for my whole job. Like, this is grind season, so when everything gets cold, I feel like I'm setting everything up for the next year.
Yes.
2022 is giving a whole lot of more books coming, a whole lot more content, me dipping into little things to make that income. Because I work with a good friend. You know Jeff?
Yes. That's my guy.
First of all,
that's my guy. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff, we love you. We love you. We love you, Jeff.
He has been helping me with investing. He is so, not even slept on. He's just such a smart man.
He is a smart man.
I remember I tapped him because he's helping me with investing. Like I said, when you enter into this life, you have to have multiple.
You do. You have to have assets.
So he's helping with that.
Yes.
And he said, he was like, you know, you write books and stuff, but he said you need to sell a lot of that for that to be an income on a regular. Mm-hmm. He said you need to have an income that's coming in now. So I feel off of that one conversation, that's why I'm so big with speaking to people, because people realize if you listen to what people say, you're going to find the answer that you want.
Yes.
And I feel like he helped me tap into it. Like, you know, people do waxing. That's my thing. I want to make more money, but it has to be something that sticks to me. I'm not waxing no coochie. I'm not nails, trying to bitch, I got asthma. I can't.
Yo, please.
I can't even go to the nail salon. I have to smell.
Yo.
So it's like he said, you need to tap
that
into
was
other
so
stuff
funny.
that's going to make you great income. So now I'm like, I have my stuff I'm working on it, and that's why I love my team, because I could just bounce my ideas of, oh, does it sound crazy? Very honest, and it's like, yeah, so 2022 is looking like money. It's looking like different business adventures, expanding different things. Like, I'm in creative move right now.
I love it. I think that is so important, especially as a young woman. Like, our 20s are ghetto. I always say that.
Ghetto as fuck.
Yeah.
Ghetto. Great ghetto-ness, but just ghetto. Just like a whole bunch of like, and think about it. We're 20s. We just came out of high school. We really do not know what is going on.
I didn't know myself till like last year. I'm trying to figure out myself.
I just learned who I am. Like, I literally I feel like I'm awake. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like the stage I'm in is awakened. I feel like I'm enlightened, I'm awake, and I'm like, okay. And I know at 40, it's going to be another one. At 50, and so on and so on. So I'm just like, this is awesome. But 30s is exactly what you said. It's more money. You're just serious now. You're like, okay, yeah. And it's no problem. I think that our society especially makes us feel like, oh, we're behind the curve. Nah, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, baby.
I love my friend Brigard. I remember I said something. I think I just got my license because I'm a late driver. And I was like, oh, better late. I said something as far as being late. And she said, no, it's just your turn now. It just wasn't. And I think people underestimate that saying so much because we're always trying to keep up with people.
Yes.
Always like, damn, this person's younger than me. This person's older. They got this stuff together. It's just not your turn.
It's just not your turn.
And you have to, like I said, you have to be content with that. But just take accountability. And you're the only person that can make your shit pop.
Yep.
So I feel like the stage I'm at right now, as far as 2022, me and my son, elevated every way, mentally, physically, spiritually. Everything is elevated. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm on go.
Yeah.
I still live at home. My parents, I live at the bottom or whatever, but for the most part, like, it's time for mama to get her own and become the woman that I know that I can be. So 2022, it's going to be good. I'm making that shit good.
I love it.
It's not an option.
It's not an option.
Praise God, though. I hope you hear me.
God wants you to win, though. That's the thing. People get this whole no. God put a gift in you to be. And everyone has their own journey and their own lane, and I think that's going back to what you were saying about comparing and the age thing. None of that matters. Sometimes we can think about the greats, Samuel Jackson, Angela Bassett, all these different people, right? And in Hollywood at least. 'Cause I like to act as well, so I started acting again in last year October. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, I really want to take it seriously though. So. And I'm like, oh, but I'm 30. And I'm like, tell you what, that's not even you. Who's that voice? That's not even your voice. Like, get the fuck out of my head. That's not even you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And plus, like I said, I'm 3 years of our shit. I keep forgetting that. Because those 3 years, like my friends were like, but Ty, you were still doing red carpets. I was like, yo, I can't even see the mic. Y'all didn't even know.
Yo.
I was like, they're like, yeah, I'm looking over here. And like, I was doing a correspondence work for this brand called the Jasmine brand. I did that for like a year, and there's trolls on the internet. So, but see, the thing is, I know how to manipulate situations, and I remember just doing some videos for them on their YouTube page, and the comments would be like, "Where's she looking at?" Now they didn't know I couldn't see. Of course, they don't know I can see. They just think I'm looking not in the camera, because that's what I used to do. I used to like look away so that my eyes could look straight. Because if I look straight, one's gonna be over here and one's gonna be straight. So I used to do a lot of manipulation, like standing this way, doing this and stuff. And so I was like, then they stopped my contract with them, and like I don't know, I guess 2021 January, this year my contract with them ended. So I was like, what's up? And again, just be transparent. I know how this industry is. We work in a very pretentious industry in Hollywood. It's just what it is. Even being a bartender, you gotta look a certain way. That's what it is, right? You gotta be whatever. So I'm just like, I'm reaching out to them. They're not responding back to my emails, and I hope y'all hear this. And
we knock at your door.
Yeah, because I said in the episode that I released yesterday, the summer is over, and I'm just like, I realized I lost out on some jobs because of my eye surgeries, and it is what it is. I'm still here, but I'm just like, wow, I love that energy. Give it to me, like you do it. And so that's why I had my last eye surgery. But anyway, back to everything that we were saying. We talked about a lot in this episode, lovers. We talked about Confessions of an Extrovert. I mean, really just how it is being a black woman in 2021, young. We're young. We're in our late 20s, early 30s. And it's always it's always just a plateau where we cannot be vulnerable. We cannot be soft. We have to be like, we have to always carry everyone else's burdens. And, you know, Abby really expressed her words on a page. As simple as that seems, it's just, for me reading it, you know, I told you I love it. That's tuned in. I have a few favorite poems. Forbidden, that goes right to me, my lover, right there. That's really for the lovers. You already know, on brand with that. And then also Aquarian and Gemini. So my my best friend is Gemini, and I was like, this is her. This is her.
All and the Geminis love it. I'm like, I'm not sure if they get so happy that I wrote a poem about Geminis.
Yes. And then her mom is in Aquarius, and I know Aquariuses as well, because they're just I think they're misunderstood. I feel like Aquariuses they mean very well. They mean very well. I feel like that, because you know, they mean very well, but they are just, I don't know.
They have trouble expressing the way that they feel.
Yes, I would agree.
They're actually emotional, but it's almost like a blockage or something.
I agree, 1000%. Yes. Every single Aquarius I know, I'm like, what are y'all saying?
Yeah, that's so true. Both of my best friends are a Gemini and an Aquarius.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And I think it's beautiful how you just took life as an inspiration and really put it on the pages of your book.
It's really like my surroundings. I mean, some things is fabricated, just imagination. Because I love to tell a juicy ass story.
Oh, me too.
You know, that's my favorite. Juicy.
I love that.
Juicy.
Yes, I love that.
I love, and in my next book, you're gonna see a lot more storytelling, lot more. I'm very dramatic.
I love it.
So as far as Aquarian, I do have a best friend that's an Aquarius, and then Stephanie Rodriguez, she is a Gemini. So,
oh, really?
Yes.
That's so
not
nice.
Particularly about them, but it's very much inspired by them. Geminis are feisty. Like,
they are.
You know, they have two sides.
Yep.
So when I say spicy like Kanye, they look like a big, attitude of a diva. Mm-hmm. All the Geminis ate that shit up.
They did.
I was like, they freaking love this one. So,
no, for real.
Yeah, it's really like around my surroundings. It's not about actual people, but just like I said, very inspired by things that I see. So it's actually crazy, because I know people are Gemini, but people don't mention Aquarian a lot.
They don't. People do not. I feel like people dismiss Aquarius a lot. I don't know why. But I think, you mean like in general in your book, they don't mention, Aquarian. Oh, yeah.
But even still, I don't know if about Aquarius or Aries. Like, you have to sound like, I just know that he's very, like, special type of woman. Like
Aries? Let me say something right now about Aries. My love is in Aries. That's it.
I don't know much about, I just know those times are very serious, and they don't lack emotions. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they're just not really expressive as other signs. So
I don't know. I feel like I was just telling him this in his face the other night. I was like, wow, you love to fight. Like, I was like, and fire signs, you know, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius are fire signs.
Okay.
And I'm a fire sign, so I'm not gonna back down.
Have you an alpha female?
I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna be quiet, and I'm always quiet, but please leave me alone.
I actually was more quiet. I was very timid when I was younger. So the way that I am now, like, people are like, that's Abby. Like, I was very timid, very, like, you know, shy. Still, like, always joking, but very shy. So yes, I agree. As far as fiery, yes. Now you can give me shut up. Now I'm like, no.
Yep, no.
Over you.
And then people wanna. I'm not even explaining. I said no. That is what I said. I said no. Like, so it's so exciting. All right, so before we wrap up this episode, like I said, lovers, we talked about so many things. Abby's definitely gonna come back. I'm gonna have more mics so Jen can get on as well.
Hello.
And, you know, just talk about how it is even being the best friend, supporting someone, because that is something to have.
Yeah, it's been a journey, just seeing where she's come from and knowing her as a person. We've known each other since 2003. Like,
wow.
We've known each other since 6th grade.
Wow.
You know, but we've kind of grew into becoming who we are now in our 20s.
Right.
We grew apart a little bit, and then it's like we just came back together. Mm-hmm. I feel like everything happens for a reason.
And I think it's just life. It's literally just life.
It's just the way it happens.
Yeah.
Like, something drastic happened, and it brought us together. And
oh,
ever since
wow.
then, we've literally been inseparable.
My eye surgery is what brought me in my, yes, literally that. Literally that.
But I feel like it works that way for a reason.
It does, and I'm always here for it. Like, you know, younger, you always question things, you always dwell on things.
Yeah.
I'm in a space where I'm not dwelling on nothing, because when I was going through my eye surgeries, it was right before the pandemic, so it's like I got a preview because I had to be on my stomach. So yes, I had to be on my stomach like every day, all day. I couldn't sit upright. I couldn't like do anything. I couldn't watch TV. It was literally from sun up to sundown, every day, all day, literally that. Only time I was able to be upright was when I was eating, and I still had to do like this. So I had to eat and drink like that, and then back to laying down, because the eye had to heal a certain way. And they really wanted you to be upside down, but you couldn't, because I'm human.
Yeah.
So the closest thing is to have your head down. Couldn't fly, because if I fly, the pressure in the airplane will pop my eyeball. Yeah, it was literally so much stuff happening. And I was literally moving hair at the same time, and I was like, bruh, what is going on? But I was like, this is my time. This is what already was aligned for me, and I didn't even know.
I'm very big on everything happens for a reason. So when it came to her writing her book and she was coming to me with all these ideas, I'm like, go for it.
Yes.
Like, now is the time. If that's how you feel inside,
yes,
go for it. Because I'm very big on intuition, like just being in tune with yourself.
Yes.
So for her, it was new to her, and I'm like, I've been telling you, like, just express yourself.
I'm not used to tapping in like that. Like,
people don't know her vulnerability like this.
Yeah, this is open.
Very vulnerable.
I'm thinking about the people that know you, you know, maybe like different cliques, maybe in party scenes, just being out and about. They don't know this side of you.
And she actually said that too.
I said that. I said, people don't know who you are. I said, this is a completely different side of you. I said, the Abby everyone knows is the turn up Abby.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone knows you as turning up, but they don't know this side.
They don't know this side.
And when you open that, be prepared.
Right.
It's different.
Right.
It's beautiful. Like,
it is beautiful.
It's beautiful. The energy is just complete. It just makes you so much more in tune with so many different things.
Yeah.
And just the people you meet, like networking with people, just opening those doors to know, like, you're gonna meet a lot of people that are just like you.
Yes.
That
you
the same
inspire.
vibe.
I'm telling you, don't know how much you inspire me. Like, literally, I'm just, it just makes me happy, because I'm just like, wow, like, it's like a confirmation for myself.
It's so funny because I just told her, I feel like I'm at a very different stage in my life. Like, when you accept who you are, you're not looking for somebody else to accept that, but like as far as what we attract, I feel like I'm tuning into more of a creative now. Not that I only have to be around creatives now, but it's like that's kind of what I'm doing. That's what I want to be around. I want to, you know, go to a coffee shop and, you know, read a book. I'm into different things now because this is a new world that I'm opening myself up to. So as far as with that, it's like that's just what you want to be around, and a certain type of men will accept that, because people like, I have people that I guess you could say were interested in they was like, oh, I don't read, but like even I got to like, you don't read baby?
Come on.
Like,
No, come on. That gives me anxiety.
I'm not.
Come on.
But you read that name on social media. Funny as fuck.
And
Tune in.
but you don't read a
Shade
book.
Room. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I know poetry ain't for everybody, but I feel like that's a narrative you're trying to change. And
You are.
I can't wait for you guys to come over, because come over is spicy. Come over is a New York sneaky link. I know I should be messing with you, but I'm coming over. I'm pulling up.
Girl.
Like, I know we're not supposed to be doing this, but I'm coming over.
Pulling
so
up.
I'm bringing that poem to life.
I love that. That's so relatable.
Who child? That's the toxic side of it.
No, let me tell you something. Okay, so like the reason I'm saying that is because I've been supposed to let go of my lover every day. Every day I'm like, yeah, he blocked, delete, all the stuff. And then so me and my girlfriend share our locations, right? Because you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So like, I don't know, we always get into really bad fights, right? So we got into like a really nasty fight, whatever, and I was like, no, I'm really done. You heard me? I'm done. I was like, nah. I was like, this is, I said, I always think about what's gonna be that one that make me feel dumb. This is the one. I'm done, right? Next day I'm at his house, and so I'm just like, and I was like, damn, and so now it's like I can't even tell. Not saying I'm telling anyone my business, but now it's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just laying down. Don't even know I'm laying down.
That's a lie. No.
But technically, it's not a lie, because I'm actually laying down.
I cannot.
You just don't know where. But you know, and so I'm laughing because I'm just like, when you said come over, I'm like, why am I why?
Come over is that typical like sneaky link. Like, I know I should mess with them. Like I said, as far as come over is a caving in typical poem. Like,
yep.
I know I should be texting me what you doing.
Yo, that's it.
And it's one of those like, I'm coming over, you know what to do. Let's just get to it. Like,
to
I
it.
know you're not the one for me, but let's just get to it.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I cannot wait to bring that.
That's
to
gonna
life.
be so fun.
That's actually one of my favorite poems. Come over. And Tears of Reflection.
Ooh.
That's the last poem in the book. Tears of Reflection is my favorite poem because I was actually watching Greenleaf.
Oh.
It's so weird. Like, I was watching Beanies, and I think the last episode it was kind of like one of those where things start over and make like a full circle. And I just remember crying. I'm so emotional. I just remember like
crying is good.
But
I don't cry that much.
After seeing how the whole story unfolded, I don't know why we relate our life to so many shows. Like it's just like connecting. And it was happy tears though. It was so weird. Like just happy tears of reflection. Like it's okay. There is beauty in growth.
Yes.
So as long as you cry, those tears of reflection.
I love that.
Like, yes, honey.
That makes me so but that really makes me so happy. You're gonna have a great event. This much success to you in your future. I'm here for the journey with you.
Oh, child, I'm just happy I have good people around me, and that's
that part.
My friend Carrie, Cookie, Steph, Lizette, Jenny, all my team. They know who they are. They support me in every way, shape, or form. Even as far as the price of my book, I was like really like, oh, it's my first book. I shouldn't do this, but Lizette was like, no, pick your price and stick to it.
Yeah. Pick your price and stick to it. Absolutely.
So it's just as far as having that good support, taking accountability in your dreams. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like I said, I set that 70 limit. All right, time to make this book. And
why was it 70? What was so special about that number? Was it anything?
And it's only because 70 is like such an odd number. But
right.
I feel like anything lower than that or like an even number, I was like aiming for it. But I'm like, if I write 70 poems, I'll make that book. Because that's kind of like a weird number to get to. It's a little high. But I feel like after that, like I paid for my own divorce. There was just so many things that I kept like accomplishing on my own. I was like, I can do this.
Yes, you can.
And when you have positive people around you, you know, that want you to win, it's like there's nothing that you can't do. And now that's for that, like when you ask about 2022, oh, I'm doing everything. We are doing everything.
Yes.
Everything I do, if I learn something, I'm talking to my team like, all right, so I know I'm doing this. I know it's my brand, but this is our shit. This is good knowledge for us to know. Like, I'm very big on my team, like, supporting your locals. Like, I'm so big on that, especially since with Staten Island, like, it can be very funny at times.
It can.
But they support. Some people do support. There are really good people that, you know, put on for the community. Like my friend Jetty, she has her Meta Cabin and boot camp.
Shout out to Jetty.
Yeah, shout out to Jetty.
We used that photo shoot together on Monday.
My friend Princess, she has her swim line brand. There's like a lot of people that are putting on for the community, but for the most part, you have to have a good team, and I'm very blessed. I never take it for granted, ever, 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 ever.
I love that. I love your vibe. I love everything that's happening for you and your team. I think it's very important to I always say, like, especially, I'm an only child, so I have to learn a lot of, like, not to say sharing stuff, because I always share because I feel like that was going to bring, like, friends to me.
Bringing people, like,
because I'm used to doing everything by myself. And I realize how important it is to have a team.
Cool child.
Right now, I feel like I could be so much further in my career if, if I had a really good team.
A productive team at that.
A productive team. Yes, a productive team. That is very key. But, you know, everything in good time. Now that I feel like once you announce that to the universe, God hears it. God's like, all right, I'm going to place certain people in your life to make these things happen.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. I can agree. But Abby, it was so good to have you here. Confessions of an Extrovert is on Amazon. Just literally type that in. All the links to her book and everything that we have going on will be in this podcast on Spotify and Apple. And shout out to the whole Staten Island for moving and shaking. We out here doing it. Remember, I'm still mixing cocktails over at 235th. And Abby, where can they follow you on Instagram?
Instagram is Abby Lee Rose X. That's pretty much Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Abby Rose, ABBYLEEROSEX on all of my platforms. So
perfect. We heard a little bit from Jen as well. I'll post her IG. What's your IG?
Hold on 1 second. So I need them to hear my editor, my best friend.
Yes.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually in a space of my life right now where I'm not on social media.
Oh, good for you.
So when I am, it is _GMBG. I even have on my bio her information on there as well. I'll be back on there sometime this week supporting her, putting her business that she has going on this weekend up there. So everybody, make sure you come out to the
She's just too good
Rose experience. Yes,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, lovers. We had another great episode of For the Lovers podcast. You know, it's always all love. Is there anything else you want to say to lovers before we close up shop today?
Lovers, it's about to get spooky in these streets. We're about to have more
spooky
books.
season is here.
I'm about to give you the best books you have ever read. So, thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
God
Thank
bless
you.
y'all.
Yes. God bless the lovers. Until next time, remember, sanitize, mind your business. I always close out the same way. This is my closing.
Happy on the sanitize.
Yes.
Sanitize,
Mind your business.
wear your mask, drink your water, and mind your business. Until next time, lovers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
That was amazing.